I'm content. Hey everyone, yes, the summer movie season is going out with a slap and a chop as we take a look at Conan the Barbarian 2011, or Conan 3D as it was called at one point. Now this time around we've got Jason Momoa playing the title role, the muscle-bound barbarian that becomes a king at his own hands. Well, he's playing the title role and he's accompanied by the likes of Rose McGowan, Stephen Lang, Ron Perlman, you know, a great cast and a great character. So now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, okay? Link to the bottom casting crew. We've got the story, which is basically Conan born literally on the battlefield. You get to see that. And you get to see the teenage years of Conan, the kind of early teen years, and the tragic events that happened to his village that'll lead to it being wiped out. And why was it wiped out? Well, evil Zim, the warlord, is looking for pieces of this mask that he wants to assemble and use to bring back his dead sorceress wife. Now the problem is he needs one key element, that is a pure blood, someone from a descendant from the original ancients. Well, now we fast forward 20 years, while Zim is still looking for that pure blood, Conan has developed into a mighty warrior and has got a group of buddies around him, and he goes around doing good deeds and maybe not so good deeds, because that's just who he is, alright? Meanwhile, he's wenching and all of that, plus he's looking for the evil guys that annihilated his village and he wants to get his revenge. Alright, it is a revenge story. Look folks, I'm not looking for a lot of deep plot in the Conan movies, but you know, it looks like the original 1982 one. Now, you have to do a little comparison, alright? The 1982 one was pretty simplistic in its story and its execution and the things they did there, alright? They didn't go for a lot. Here they added a lot more. They seem to want to compensate for what they felt lacking in the 82 possibly, okay? So there's a lot more. There's a lot more nudity. There is a lot more gore. You do have still a big beastie he has to fight, okay? You know, you got all these things going on. And the story, I love the story. Very Conan-esque, okay? Very Conan feel to it, the whole revenge story and the idea and you know, that part I really liked. The part that didn't sit well with me was the dialogue in this film and the direction of this film and the music of this film. Look, any fantasy movie needs to really have a really great orchestral score, I feel, in order to really kind of sell the, you know, epicness, just to help set the mood and the tone of the film. Now, there may have been some really great orchestral pieces in here, but I didn't hear them. Maybe it was because of all the effects and action scenes going on that it wasn't there, but I stayed till the end credits, it still wasn't there. So having the score lacking in a fantasy film for me kind of took away from it for a bit. Also what took away from it for a bit was his direction. You could tell this guy has only really directed music documentary videos, okay? Because it's directed like that, you know? Don't get me, they do some of these great establishing epic, you know, wide landscape shots, right? But they don't stay on them for that long, so you just get a glimpse of what's going on, and then now we're going to the action, and then in the action you're like, okay, we're here, now we're here, now we're here, now we're here. You know, I mean, there's a lot of action in this film. If you're going to a movie just to see action, you've got that in Conan the Barbarian, okay? But I like just a little bit more, you know, development, not even in depth in character, but growth. Your characters don't grow in this film, okay? Even in the 1982 one, the one that, you know, everybody picks on Arnold's acting and say, oh, this was really bad. There was at least development of your characters in that film. There is none of that. We go from action scene to action scene, and in the end, no one seems to really have gone anywhere except the bad guys are dead and the good guys live, okay? Now, the action scenes themselves are exhilarating. I love the visuals of it, okay? Some of they had the feel of Conan, and in general, the fight scenes did keep you kind of on the edge of your seat, but then in between there was nothing. Nothing. Okay, you need a little something. I had to give Conan the Barbarian, I'm going to give it 2.5. Okay, 2.5. Not really 3, so it's middle of the road, okay? There was so much potential for so much more they could have done with this film to improve it off of the original, and they fall flat. What was also flat, folks, was the score, okay? There's no driving theme in this film. Any fantasy film needs a good driving music, and it's not there. And so if you're looking for just, you know, a basic sit there and, you know, almost 2 hours of action scenes, or 110 minutes, whatever, of action scenes, go see Conan. But if you're thinking you might actually have a decent sword and sorcery film that has a little bit more meat to it, you're going to be disappointed. And that'll about do it for us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, folks, keep that ticket stub.